there? It's me, Steve, and we're back again in Blue's Reading Time Activities to make another newspaper. This time we're going to help all our friends write and illustrate their story.
We all need your help on our storybooks.
I know that.
Can you pick one of us to help?
Okay, fine. If you're interrupting me, we're not going to choose you. We're going to choose Periwinkle.
Great, come on! It's story time!
Let's do this.
Which story do you want to help me finish next, huh? My trip to the park, the big race, the treasure hunt, the fair.
Here's the thing. I don't remember what we've already done, so I'm going to go ahead and do the fair first.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. The fair by Periwinkle. I was so excited because the fair was in town. There were rides, games, animals, and lots of food.
Yummy.
I decided to wear my favorite red hat. When I got there, I noticed how the food smelled delicious and how hungry I was. That's the beginning of the story. Can you help me remember it so we can finish the illustration?
Let's do it.
Okay, here's some questions. How did I feel about going to the fair?
If I remember correctly, Periwinkle felt excited.
You're right. I was excited. Very excited. Okay, are you ready for your next question? What favorite thing did I wear to the fair?
I don't think it was white boots. It wasn't a Kelsey Ballerini concert, so I'm going to go with a red hat.
It was my favorite red hat. Right. Okay, now on to question 3. How did the food smell?
Well, normally at fairs their food smells rather rotten or bad. But it seems in this case it was delicious.
That's right. It smelled delicious. Wow, you
Delicious.
did. You answered the questions.
We did it!
My
Alright, next
tummy
part of the
was
story.
grumbling. I was so hungry. Which snack do you want in the story? Popcorn, ice cream.
Ooh. I'm gonna say we went for ice cream.
Ice cream. Yummy. Okay, here it comes. I got in line to buy ice cream, and guess who else was at the fair buying one too? My friend Baby Bear. We
Whoa.
sat down on the bench to eat our ice cream. Baby Bear dropped hers on the ground, so I shared
Baby
mine
Bear's a
with her.
girl?
It was good.
I didn't remember
Here's
that.
the first question. Who else was in the ice cream line?
Well, the one who was in line was the one that I was shocked was actually a girl. Baby Bear.
Baby Bear is right. I didn't even know she was coming. Now, on to question 2. Where do we sit?
Well, you would have probably sat in a box, which would have been the fort. But nope, you sat on a bench.
Yep, we sat on a bench. One just like this. Now, ready for question number 3? What did Baby Bear do with her ice cream?
Wore it is absolutely funny, but Baby Bear dropped it.
Yep, she dropped it, but we didn't mind sharing. I was ready to explore the fair. What part do you want to happen next? Played the games, visited the animals,
Well, you guys are animals, and you're gonna go visit some.
visited the animals. Okay, here's the last part of the story. Then I went to see the animals, and Blue was looking at them too. Blue likes the cows the best, and I liked the baby chicks. One of the chicks even came over and let me pet it. The end.
Alright.
Okay, ready for some more questions? Who did I see?
I wonder who it could have been. I'm gonna say Blue.
Yeah, you, Blue. You're right. Okay, now question number 2. What were Blue's favorite animals?
Oh, wait, which one did... I think Blue said her favorite animals were the chicks, and if not, it was the cows.
No, that's not it.
Okay, it was cows.
Cows, that's right. Here's one
That's what
right
happens
here.
when you don't pay attention.
Now, ready for question number 3? What animal let me pet it?
The chick was the one that
A chick.
let Periwinkle pet it.
A chick is right. And she was so cute.
Yeah, it would have been better if I could have remembered that.
That's the whole story. I hope you liked it.
It was okay.
Thank you for helping to make our story perfect. Do you want to put this story in the Big News Gazette so our friends
Yes,
can
I
read
do.
all...
I shall put it in the first one.
Great. Now you only have 4 more articles to go, and your newspaper will be all done.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I should have read the story at the top. I didn't notice. I'll do that the next time. Next, Green
I
Kitten.
really need your help writing and illustrating my storybooks. Come on.
I shall help you.
Which one of my stories do you want to help me write and illustrate now? The parade, playing in the snow, something I made. My friend came to play.
I don't remember doing any of these. I'm gonna do the parade.
Great. I like reading that story. The Parade by Green Kitten. My name is Green Kitten, and we had a parade after lunch at school yesterday. It was so exciting. We all lined up on the playground, and everyone got to carry a great big balloon. That's how it all started.
All right.
Okay, here's some more questions. When did we have our big parade?
At night when we woke up on the 4th. What a coincidence around the 4th of July, because it's actually near 4th of July. Oh, I actually don't remember which one it was. After lunch?
After lunch. That's when it was.
I guessed.
Okay, question number 2. Where did we line up?
You lined up on the playground, I think.
Yep, we
Yep.
lined up on the playground, all right. Here
I'm
it
actually
is.
having a difficult time remembering.
Okay, here's the last question. What did we get to hold?
A great big balloon!
Yep, that's what it was, a great big balloon.
Why didn't Blue get the blue balloon? That would have been more
Then
fitting.
everybody got to choose what else they were going to do in the parade. It was hard to decide, so I did 2 things. What do you want to happen next in the story? Rode a tricycle, played a drum.
I say Green Kitten rode a tricycle.
Rode a tricycle. Oh boy, here it goes. I tied my balloon to the handlebars so it wouldn't fly away, and I hopped on my tricycle. I went fast. My friend, Orange Kitten, rode on her scooter right next to me. We went so fast that we rode right to the front of the parade. Now I'm going to need your help. Where did I tie my balloon?
Yep, on Blue's tail. No. You tied it on the handlebars.
That's right. I tied the balloon on my handlebars.
I still think yours should be a green balloon.
Ready for another question? Who rode in the parade with me?
It was a fellow kitten. An orange kitten.
Yes, that's who I rode with. Here's Orange Kitten. Okay, here's the last question. What did Orange Kitten ride?
Orange Kitten chose to ride a scooter.
A scooter, you're right. That's what you rode. It was just like this. Now, how is my tricycle decorated for the parade? Which decorations do you want to use in the story? Streamers, paint.
I think it's more fun to decorate your tricycle with streamers.
Streamers. Oh, they were beautiful. Okay, here's the story. We rode around and around the playground. My tricycle was decorated with lots of colorful streamers. I even had a pinwheel that turned in the wind. When the parade was over, I won a ribbon for the most colorful tricycle. The end. Okay, are you ready to help me remember so we can illustrate the end of the story? Where did we ride?
I actually don't remember. The sidewalk?
That's
The park? The street? The playground?
The playground.
Fourth time's
That's where
charm.
we had our parade. Good remembering. And here it is. Okay, ready for another question? What did I have on my tricycle?
I remember you had a pinwheel.
A pinwheel. Yes, it was a pinwheel. You remembered. It was very pretty, don't you think? Okay, here's the last question. What did I win?
I would have loved a milkshake, but you won a ribbon.
A ribbon. I sure did. And I put it right on my tricycle.
Yay! Ribbon
Well,
winner!
That's the end of the story. Did you like it? Thanks for helping me write and illustrate this storybook. Thank you. Should we put this story in the paper so our friends can read it?
Yes, we should.
How about putting your story down on a blank page?
There we go.
Reporting. Now you just have 3 more articles to go.
Green Kitten School had a parade yesterday. They each carried a big balloon. Green Kitten decorated and rode a tricycle in the parade. They paraded around the playground and Green Kitten won a ribbon for the most colorful tricycle. Now Purple Kangaroo's turn.
Thanks. I can't wait to show you my stories. Okay, which of my stories do you want to help me finish next? My day at school, playing pretend, our first school play, my trip to the beach.
I remember with you doing my day at school.
My day
I'm
at
going to do
school.
our first play.
All right, let's do that one. Our first school play by Purple Kangaroo. At
Purple
school,
Kangaroo.
we got to put on a play up on a real stage. All my friends were going to be in it. We had never been in a play before, and we were excited. That's just the beginning of my story. Can you help me
Interesting.
remember it so we can illustrate my story?
I will try my best. My best will probably be bad.
Okay, now let's illustrate the story. Will you help me? Where did we put on the play?
Where any great play should be put on. A stage.
On a stage. Good remembering. Here it is. Okay, next question. Who's in the play?
It was all of your friends.
My friends.
I noticed how like Mrs. Pepper, Tickety, and Steve are all the other answers, implying that they're not Purple Kangaroo's friends. Do I smell a little bit of
Who's in the
lore?
play? My friends, yep. We were all in a play for the first time. Okay, we're almost finished. How did we feel?
You felt excited.
Yep, we were really excited. Great, you did it.
Yeah, you felt excited. Where we go? What's
In
going to
this
happen
story,
next?
Which play do you want us to put
Ooh.
on? Jack and the Beanstalk, Hansel and Gretel.
I'm going to choose Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Fee, fi, fo, fum. We acted out Jack and the Beanstalk. I played Jack, and Orange Kitten was the mother. Periwinkle played the goose that laid the golden egg.
Huh.
Okay, are you ready for a question so we can start illustrating?
Okay.
Who played Jack's mother in the play?
That would be Orange Kitten. I'm sorry, these stories
Orange Kitten.
These are better suited as bedtime stories.
Orange Kitten. That's right, and here she is. Okay, now here's question number 2, Blue. Do you remember who played the goose?
It was Periwinkle.
It was Periwinkle, you remembered.
Why is he dressed like a chicken though?
We're almost done illustrating the story. What color was the egg?
It was coated in red because it was just so big coming out. Okay, it was gold.
It was a golden egg, yep, and it looked just like this.
Yeah. Go.
What do you want to happen next in the story? Made the giant. Made the beanstalk.
I'd like to know how you made the giant.
Made the giant. Okay.
Oh, wow.
This is a good one. No one was big enough to play the giant, so we made the giant.
Steve?
We used giant boxes
Steve?
and painted them. Then we put a silly grin on the giant so he didn't look so scary. Everyone loved the giant we made, so we're going to keep him in the playground at school. The end.
Come on.
Let's illustrate the story. Are you ready to remember? What did we use to make the giant?
You used boxes and paint.
Yep, boxes and paint is right. Now, are you ready to go on? What did we paint on the giant's face?
You put a silly grin.
a silly grin, just like this.
Because God forbid the giant be all like, fee, far, far, far. I'm supposed to be scary, but you gave me a grin that's dumb.
Where did we put the giant after the play?
You put it on the playground.
Uh-huh. We put our homemade giant on the playground.
For everyone to
That's
enjoy.
it, Blue. Did you like it?
It was alright.
Wow, people would love reading this story.
We will put it in
Do you
the...
want to put
Yes.
That looks like a good story. That makes 3.
All
Only
right.
2 more, and your paper will be finished.
Purple Kangaroo and his friends put on the play Jack and the Beanstalk at school. They made a giant out of boxes. Sources say that the giant was so good that he's still at the school. 3, 5, 4, fum. I can't think of a rhyme.
Okay,
Oh, well.
so which one of us do you want to help with our storybook now?
Now we'll work our way back over with Green Kitten
I really need your
again.
help writing and illustrating my storybooks. Come on. Which one of my stories do you want to help me write and illustrate now? The parade, playing in the snow, something I made. My friend came to play.
I'll go with my friend came to play because I don't remember what I
My friend
did.
Great. I like reading that story. My friend came to play by Green Kitten. Yesterday, Green Puppy came to play at my house. She'd never been to my house before, so I was a little bit nervous. When she knocked on the door, she was holding lots of toys. This was going to be okay, I thought.
You thought? Does that mean it wasn't
More
okay?
questions. Who came to play?
The person was a very similar pigment to you. Green Puppy!
Yep, it was Green Puppy. Here she is.
Proving
Okay,
that dogs and
question
cats
number
can
2.
get along.
How did I feel before Green Puppy came over?
Happy!
Uh-oh, that's not quite it.
Nervous?
You're right. I felt nervous because she'd never ever been to my house before.
Oh,
And I didn't know
I
what
didn't
it was
remember
gonna be
that.
like. Okay, here's the last question. What did Green Puppy bring with her?
Toys! Wondrous toys!
Yep, she brought toys. Lots of them. Here they are.
I feel like those ears are even too big for Green Puppy.
We played lots of things. Which one do you want to read about? Spaceship, hide and seek.
How did you guys play hide and seek?
Hide and seek. Wait until you hear this. We decided to play hide and seek. Green Puppy hid first, and I looked for her all over. She was a good hider, but then I found her behind the chair. I hid behind the curtain, but Green Puppy found me right away because I made a noise.
Oh,
We
no.
laughed when she found me. Okay, here's some more questions. Who hid first?
Green Puppy did the hiding first because remember,
Puppy?
she hid behind a chair.
Yes, Green Puppy hid first. You're a good rememberer. Okay, question number 2. Where did I find Green Puppy?
I just said this behind a chair.
Yep, behind the chair. She was a good hider. Okay, here's the last question. What did we do when Green Puppy found me?
You laughed all day after yawning.
Yep, we laughed because I accidentally made it easy for Green Puppy to find me. That
Because you
was
made a big
funny.
noise.
Then Green Puppy wanted to play
Oh.
something else. We did so many things. What do you want to happen next in the story? Colored. Take instructions.
I say they colored.
Colored. Okay, here it is. Next we took out my new crayons and we colored pictures. Green Puppy colored space aliens and I colored astronauts. Then we cut them out of paper. We used the beach ball for a planet and played with our paper people for the rest of the day. I was glad Green Puppy came over. The
That's
end.
good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Okay, here's some more questions. What did Green Puppy color?
I believe Green Puppy colored the aliens.
Yep, she colored space aliens. They were cool. Okay, ready for another question? What did we use for a planet?
You used a beach ball for the planet Jupiter. A tennis ball is more like Pluto.
Yep, we used a beach ball. There it is. Okay, here's the last question. In the end, how did I feel about Green Puppy coming to my house?
You felt glad that she came over.
Glad, that's right. We played well
Yes.
together. Well, that's the end of the story. Did you like it? Thanks for helping me write and illustrate this storybook. Do you want that story to go in the Big News Gazette?
Yes, I do.
How about putting your story down? Wow!
Right here.
4 articles, only 1 more to go.
Green Puppy took some of her toys and went to Green Kitten's house to play. First, they played hide and seek. Then they made some paper people and played with them the rest of the day. Now there's only one more story to make.
All right! You're gonna help make these stories great. Just
Yes.
like magic.
They will be amazing
Which
stories.
story do you want to help me finish next, huh? My trip to the park, the big race, the treasure hunt, the fair.
Let's do the race. The big race. We probably did already, but who cares?
Good. I really like that one. Day at the Races by Periwinkle. It was race day at school, and I was very excited. We were going to have races all day long. Everybody got a number to wear. Mine was number 3. That's the beginning of the story.
Mine would be number
Can you help
1,
me
because
remember it so
I
we
am
can
number
finish
1.
the illustration?
Sure.
Okay, are you ready for some questions? Where were we going to have the races?
At the park.
No, I didn't say that in the story. It was something else.
At school?
Yep, it was at school, see? Okay.
I did not
now
remember
for the
that.
Next question. How did I feel about the races?
You were excited.
Excited? I was really excited.
You were really excited.
Okay, here's the last question for this story. What number did I wear?
You wore number 3.
Number 3, you're right. Wow, you did it. You answered the questions.
I
I'm
did.
Remembering.
Thank you, Periwinkle.
We had so many different races. What part do you want to happen next? Running, hopping.
Okay, maybe I didn't do this one because I don't remember any of this. I'm going to say we did hopping.
Hopping. That one got pretty silly. Okay, Peripesto up hero. Here it comes. I signed up for the hopping race with Green Kitten. We both hopped toward the finish line. But I didn't look and bumped right into Magenta. Purple Kangaroo was the fastest hopper and won the race.
Did you really expect anything different? Really?
Here's some more questions coming up. Who did I race with?
You raced with... It wasn't Steve or Paprika.
Paprika?
Green Kitten?
Green Kitten. That's
Ooh.
right. Good job.
I knew it was one of the kittens.
Okay, next question coming up. What kind of race do we have?
Gee, I wonder which race I chose. Was it a crawling race?
Crawling?
No. Was it a jumping race?
Jumping?
No. It was hopping, because I picked it.
Hopping, you remembered. Now,
Yes,
ready
'cause I
for the
picked
third
it.
Question? Who did I bump into?
You done bumped into Magenta.
Magenta! Yeah, but it didn't hurt. We
One
did
more
races
race.
after that. Which one do you want to happen next? Car, skates,
Ooh. Car race.
the car.
NASCAR!
Okay.
Woohoo!
Hero, here's the rest of the story. In the car race, we each got to ride in a car that we pushed with our feet. Mine was blue, and it had a real honking horn. The first person to ride around the track 4 times wins the race. When the race started, I shuffled my feet back. And guess what? I came in first.
Hey!
Good driver. The end.
Number 1 racer.
Okay, here's some more questions. What color was my car?
I think you said blue.
Blue, yep.
Yeah.
That was all right. Okay, now for the next question. How do we make the cars go?
You did it with your feet. If you sell those, you can make a lot of money.
With our feet. Yep. Now, ready for question number 3? How many times do we have to go around the track?
You had to go around the track 4 times.
Yep, it was 4.
And you won.
Our story and pictures. What do you think?
I think it was good.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Do you want to put
And
this
let's-
story in the Big News Gazette?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's your last article. Great reporting. Ready to put it down?
And before I put it down, a race day at school. Periwinkle wore the number 3. He hopped in the hopping race. Then he won in the car race. He's a very good driver.
This is great. You have 5 articles. Your newspaper is done. Time to go tell Steve.
We did it!
You can put your paper in an empty spot.
We've made the final newspaper for this section. 35
Announcing
newspapers!
The 35th edition of the Big News Gazette.
I
Hot off
know.
the presses. Wow. Hey, wow. It's another piece of the picture.
I wonder what this could possibly be. And we'll probably figure it out in one of the next few episodes. So until then, I've been Floz MG. This has been Blue's Reading Time Activities. Forgot the name for a minute. And I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Bye!